Preparations have been taken for in-person classes in secondary and higher secondary level educational institutions starting next Sunday. The information was revealed by the Education Ministry today. The decision takes into account that the current temperature is different across various regions. Additionally, the authorities said this is not the highest temperature ever recorded in Bangladesh. Even if classes start on Sunday in educational institutions, students should refrain from all activities outside the classroom. The assembly will remain closed until further notice. Apart from this, educational institutions will remain open every Saturday from 4th May till further orders.
বিকাশে কম খরচে ক্যাশ আউটের লিমিট বেড়ে 50,000 প্রিয় এজেন্টও দুইটা
The Met Office has issued a warning that the ongoing heat wave is likely to persist for 72 hours starting Thursday. The BMD cites increased moisture incursion as a factor contributing to the sustained uncomfortable conditions. This announcement follows early alerts issued on April 19th and April 22nd. Hospitals across the country are struggling to accommodate an influx of patients as a severe heatwave continues to affect the regions. Key healthcare facilities have reached full capacity, forcing patients to occupy floors, corridors, and even stairways due to a lack of available beds. The situation is particularly dire at the government-run hospitals, where the number of diarrhea patients has alarmingly increased. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has called for speaking out against all forms of aggression and atrocities and to say no to wars. The Premier was addressing the 80th session of the United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific held at the ESCAP Hall in Bangkok today. She urged the world leaders to stop all wars and conflicts, saying that people are suffering and women and children are the worst sufferers. Sheikh Hasina called upon the Asia-Pacific region, especially ASEAN, to redouble their efforts to end Rohingya crisis. She said in the backdrop of ongoing armed conflicts in Myanmar, the Rohingya repatriation process is also getting delayed.
We must speak out against all forms of aggression and atrocities and say no to war. Bangladesh stands behind the UN Secretary General's new agenda for peace. Raise your voice against any war. We don't want any war. In my country, I had insurgency activities for 2 decades. I solved it bilaterally only with those people I just discussed. 1,800 armed cadres surrendered their arms to me. That way I restored peace in my own country. So, through discussion, I think any problem can be solved.
বিকাশে কম খরচে ক্যাশ আউটের লিমিট বেড়ে 50,000 প্রিয় এজেন্টও দুইটা
Bangladesh followed all the legal procedures to retain the status of Tangal Shari as a product of Bangladesh. Industries Minister Nurul Majid Mahmud Humayun said another country may show interest in Tangal Shari, but it is Bangladesh's product. The country got the geographical identification tag for Tangal Shari by following all legal protocols, he said while speaking as the chief guest of a certificate distribution ceremony of GI products at the Foreign Service Academy in the capital. During the event, certificates for 14 products were presented, bringing the total count of certified items to 31. Three newly appointed judges to the Appellate Division of the Supreme Court took oath today. Those who took oath are Justice Mohammad Abdul Hafiz, Justice Muhammad Shaheenul Islam, and Justice Kashifa Hussain. Chief Justice Ubadul Hassan administered the oath at the Supreme Court Judges' Lounge in the morning. Currently, there are 5 judges in the Appellate Division: Ubadul Hassan, now Chief Justice, Justice Eminayatur Rahim, Justice Ashfaqul Islam, Justice Abu Zafar Siddiqui, and Justice Jahangir Hussain. The CSA Kaji Habibul Awal has feared chaos and violence in the upcoming Upazila Council polls. At a meeting in the EC today, he said failure in the election may undermine the democratic continuity that was established in the last parliamentary polls.
নির্বাচনটা যত অবাধ হয়, যারা ভোটার তারা যেন এসে নির্বিঘ্নে ভোট প্রদান করে আবার নির্বিঘ্নে বাড়ি ফিরে যেতে পারেন যে কোনো মূল্যে। নির্বাচনটা নির্বাচন, এই জিনিসটা আমাদের বুঝতে হবে। যদি এক্ষেত্রে আমরা ব্যর্থ হই তাহলে আমাদের যে গণতন্ত্রের যে অগ্রযাত্রা, যেটার দৃষ্টান্ত আপনারা প্রতিষ্ঠিত করেছেন বিগত সাধারণ নির্বাচনে, সেটাও ক্ষুণ্ণ হয়ে যেতে পারে।
BNP leader Rizvi Ahmed said even Awami League men can't join the Upazila Council elections due to unduly influence of relatives of ministers and MPs. He made the allegation while inaugurating the distribution of drinking water and salan among people in the capital amid scorching heat. The BNP leader said the ruling regime failed to protect rivers in Dhaka and elsewhere in the country. For that reason, temperature rises day by day in the country.
কি নির্বাচনের আপনার ফুর্তি তাদের? আওয়ামী লীগেরও অন্যান্য নেতারা কেউ সুযোগ পাচ্ছে না। আওয়ামী লীগের এমপির শালা, আওয়ামী লীগের এমপির ছোট ভাই, আওয়ামী লীগের এমপির স্ত্রী, এরা হচ্ছে আপনার ক্যান্ডিডেট। তো ওদের যে সমস্ত নেতারা ছিলেন তারা আস্তে আস্তে ফুরিয়ে যাচ্ছেন, তারা আস্তে আস্তে কোথায় মারা যাচ্ছেন, তখন আর যোগ্য লোক নেই। আপনার একজন মন্ত্রী আছেন নাটোরের সিংড়ার, তার পরম আত্মীয়, তাকে উপজেলা নির্বাচন করতে হবে, এই জন্য তার প্রতিদ্বন্দ্বীকে অপহরণ করেছে।
বিকাশে কম খরচে ক্যাশ আউটের লিমিট বেড়ে 50,000, প্রিয় এজেন্টও 2টা।